Right. Now we'll go to straight to myth and literature. Then we'll finish the portion. Myth and literature. Who will read? Sir, is there anybody, gentleman? Is there any gentleman who read yesterday? Is there a gentleman in this group? Post-colonial myth and literature, of course. Parimala has explained about that Bhasmasura myth. Am I right?
Sir, yes,
Am I
sir.
right? Right. Now counter discourse. Counter discourse. Look, post counter discourse is nothing but all these for 400 years Britishers ruled India and they wrote their own writings. But counter discourse is opposite of the colonizer. The colonized writes opposite of colonizer. That is counter discourse. Counter discourse, counter discourse is not against government, is anti-establishment. Counter discourse is anti-establishment. All these, in 10 minutes we'll finish the class. In 10 minutes we'll finish the class. Have patience. Have patience. The colonizer and the colonized. The colonizer writes as long as the colonizer rules a place, he writes according to his own way. But the colonized repeats it differently. That's why it's a colonized. Now 2 paragraphs we will read and we'll finish this. We'll finish this. I'll tell you what. Page number 24. Who will read? Who will read?
Sir, yes, I will read.
Sir, please read, sir.
Yes. The counter between the colonizer and the colonized resulted in a situation where the hegemonic colonial discourse was resisted in different ways and by different means. Post-colonial literature, as a form of resistance, negotiates with the contests and subverts European ideologies and representations. P.K. Nair, 2008, the term post-colonial is used in its broader sense to cover all the culture affected by the imperial process from the moment of colonization to the present days.
That's it. It's all counter discourse means the counter discourse means the colonized writes about the colonizer. Counter discourse means the colonized writes about the colonizer. The counter discourse means the colonized writes about the colonizer. The colonized suffers a lot at the hands of the colonizer. So he writes about them. So that is hegemony. Hegemony, his power. The colonized ruled India for more than 400 years. And counter discourse is opposite of that, about the common people, about the suffering of the people. So hegemony of the colonizer, the power of the colonizer. Colonizer, it is against colonizer. Counter discourse is against the hegemony of the colonizer. Listen to me, listen to me. Counter discourse is against, listen to me. Counter discourse, 10 minutes, bear with me for 10 minutes, please. Don't disturb me. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The counter discourse is always against the colonized. The colonizer talks, the colonized people will write about the colonizer, the atrocities of the colonizer. That's why counter discourse. It is a discourse, it's a counter discourse. Always the colonizer used to write in his own edicts, in his own way. The colonizer style was aristocratic. It was devoid of the common people. Then the colonized people will not stay long. One day or the other, they rebel. That is counter discourse. The colonized will rebel against the colonizer. That is counter discourse. The colonized people will rebel against the colonizer. That is counter discourse. Yes, start. Sir, read.
Prati month 1993. Yes, sir. Post-colonial literary theory.
No, leave all that. Leave all that. Page number 27, first paragraph.
Yes, sir. In the whole plethora of post-colonial writings, works like Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children, G.V. Desanis All About H. Harter, Arundhati Roy's God of Small Things, Chinua Acheb's Things Fall Apart, Nogi's A
Googie,
Grain of
Googie,
Wheat,
Googie, Googie.
Googie's A Grain of
Pronunciation
Wheat,
is Googie. Googie.
Googie's A Grain of Wheat, Petals of Blood, V.S. Naipaul's The Mimic Men, and others set out to disrupt economic notions of history and the ordering of times. Bill Ashford's title 1989-33. In fact, the same could be said about Raja Rao's Kantapura, Mulkraj Anand's Untouchable, R.K. Narayan's The English Teacher and the Financial Expert, and other such Indian and African novels that are a fine depiction of the double existence that colonized people live, using hybridity as a weapon for resistance against colonial onslaught.
This is a very important paragraph. In exam, you have to write this paragraph. In exam, you have to write this paragraph. Will you, sir, I'm troubling you. Will you read this paragraph again? This is colonized. This is exactly post-colonial representation. Listen to me, friends, one thing. There is a colonizer. Colonizer ruled India for 400 years. During this period, the literature has come in favor of the colonizer. Then after 400 years or something, naturally the colonized gets upset. If a teacher also keeps on troubling students, students become radical. If I keep on talking about don't talk this, don't do this, don't do that, you get frustrated and you rebel against me. Similarly, the colonizer also, colonizers discourse was different. Colonizer always was treated the colonized as slaves. So they rebelled. Finally, after 400 years, the colonized people, it is all, post-colonial writings is all about colonizer and colonized. Always remember this. Post-colonial writing is always about the colonizer and colonized. The colonized way of writing is post-colonial way of writing. The colonizer always treated the colonized as slaves. Then the colonized got angry and they started their own discourse. That is post-colonial discourse. Post-colonial, after full stop. Post-colonial means after full stop. After full stop of what? After full stop of the colonial rule. This is post-colonial. Post-colonial discourse talks about the colonized people, their suffering. That's why in R.K. Narayan and others also, it's a hybrid. They talk about both colonized and colonizer. But they talk about the colonized view of life, not the colonizer's view of life. So post-colonial means after full stop. After full stop of what? After full stop of the colonial rule. The colonial rule, they have put a full stop to the colonial rule, and they have started, and the colonizer was attacked. The colonizer was attacked by the colonized. This is very important. Sir, will you please read this paragraph once again? We'll wind up. Please, page number page 27.
Yes, sir. In the whole plethora of post-colonial writings, works like Salman Rushdie's...
Plethora means great writings, lot of writing, lot of literature. Plethora of literature means lot of literature. Yes, sir. Yes, start again. Yes, read.
In the whole plethora of post-colonial writings, works like Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children, G.V. Desai's All About...
Start again, sir. Start again.
Yes, sir. In the whole plethora of post-colonial writings, works like Salman Rushdie's Midnight's Children, G.V. Desai's All About H. Harter, Arundhati Roy's God of Small Things, Chinua Acheb's Things Fall Apart, Googie's A Grain of Wheat, Petals of Blood, V.S. Naipaul's The Mimic Men, and others set out to disrupt economic Eurocentric Eurocentric notions of history and the ordering of times. In fact, the same could be said about Raja Rao's Kantapura, Mulkraj Anand's Untouchable, R.K. Narayan's The English Teacher in the Financial Expert, and other such Indian and African novels that are a fine depiction of the double existence that colonized people live using hybridity as a weapon for resistance against colonial onslaught. It simply means that the encounter between two alien cultures results in the birth of a new culture that retains the impression of its own but observes the things from the new
Okay,
culture.
sir. Okay, sir. Page number 29. Page number 29. Second, first paragraph. One of the most durable myths. Look, what makes the colonized to become like that? What makes the colonized to write about colonizer? It is nationality, love for one's nation. Colonized for 400 years, the colonizer has kept the colonized under his subversion, But nationality, love for one's country, make the colonized to write against the colonizer. Love for one's country, this is very important. What made the colonized to write against the colonizer? It is nationality, it is Indianness, it is their love for their country. The colonized started writing about the colonizer. For 400 years, it was all colonizers' discourse. But after 400 years, the colonized started writing against the colonizer because of the nationality, love for country. What is it? Why did the colonized write about the colonizer?
Because love for one's country,
Nationality.
nationality.
Yeah, read out, sir. Page number 29. Page number 29. Read out. Page
Yes,
number
sir.
29, first paragraph.
Yes, sir. Third world writers and artists came into being at a time when modernism was itself recuperating the cultural products of non-Western countries, largely within an aesthetic of the fragment.
Third
The
world
modernism-
countries means yesterday we were talking about third world countries, the developing countries,
Yes,
the countries that were colonized. The countries that were colonized are called third world countries. Yesterday also in Harvest novel, we talked about the third world countries and the first world countries. First world countries are all rich countries. We are all third world countries. Yes, sir.
the modernism they borrowed was already deeply implicated in their own history, being based partly on a random appropriation and remodeling of the liberating and energizing possibilities of their own indigenous traditions. Not only have the critical practices which have developed around modernism been central to the development of an assimilative
Okay, sir. Next
modernist
paragraph.
consciousness.
Next paragraph.
Yes, sir. One of the most durable myths has certainly been the nation, not the colonies, but the colonized. The novel of Empire, in its classic modernist versions, Heart of Darkness, Passage to India, The Plumed Serpent, has been blind to the impact of a world system largely directed by Anglo-American interests. However, much it involved itself passionately, unevenly, and contradictorily in some of the human realities of world domination. Shall I continue, sir?
Yes.
Not all third world novels about nations are
Here we
nationalist.
end. Thank you, friends. Here we end. Thank you. Thanks for your cooperation. Thanks for your support. We have finished the portion. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir.